What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Charting Crypto live stream. We're doing a day stream today. It is 3:30 p.m. my time EST. Decent sized rally in the market today. BTC, we went over it on the live stream yesterday. We went over BTC, about ready to flip bullish on the MACD, and that's exactly what it did. RSI was reset, flipped bullish on the MACD, and we're starting to see this run up right here on BTC. So on the short term for BTC, the main thing that I'm going to be keeping an eye on is this $20,470 resistance area. You can see the MACD is still growing. We're not even close to crossing over in a bearish sentiment. The RSI is still extremely low and definitely has room to run up. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on 20,470, and inevitably I think BTC might be touching 22,000 here. So unfortunately, I don't think BTC is going to be dropping anytime soon. I think BTC is going to be going up to around $22,000, unfortunately, which is approximately a 9% gain on BTC. But I think this might be the last pump until the hammer comes down and the nuke drops. And from this pump right here, I think the low is going to be coming in. I think we're going to see that giant hammer once we hit 22 to 23. And then from there, I think the lowest will be going down to around 16,000. Just one last pump to get people FOMO'd back in, and then the hammer's going to drop. But for the short term right now, this is the play right here. I'm going to be keeping an eye on 20,470 and then 22,093 for BTC. Extremely low on the RSI. MACD definitely has room to run. So we're definitely set up to take off for BTC. I know we're all looking to buy coins on the cheap right now. You know, we're in a bear market. We're not looking to make, I mean, you're not going to make a ton of money in the bear market. Bear market is pretty much meant for accumulating your portfolio. But on the short term right now, I'm not going to be accumulating much of anything because I think BTC is going to be heading up to around 22 before we start retracing. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? Ethereum market, KB. Yeah, I don't see a Bitcoin drop happening right now. Unfortunately, I think I see a Bitcoin rally and then the drop after this rally. I think this is going to be the last large rally on BTC before we see a large drop following it. So I'm currently not going to be buying any coins right now. I'm going to be just watching this rally go up, and then once we capitulate from there, then it's back to stacking my portfolio. I think it's just going to be a waiting game. October should be red. That's what a lot of people say. We're gonna have a red September, and we're halfway through September, and yeah, September 13th we had the huge drop. So we'll see how fast this recovers back up to 22,000. Then towards the end of September, beginning of October, I think that's when we're gonna start seeing some major redness on BTC, and the market's gonna bleed out a little bit. But I personally think the bottom's gonna be around 14 to 16,000 Bitcoin. I know a lot of people are saying, hey, we're heading down to 10. I personally think we're going to be heading around 14 to 16 BTC. I'm 75%. I took a lot of my money out in the last bull run. I'm 75% back in the market on the previous dip way back here, back when he dropped down to 17. I put 75% of my portfolio back in, so I still have 25% dry powder on the side that I'm waiting on that next large dip to get back in. And then once I'm back in, I'm back in. I'm going to be just holding, enjoy the bear market till the bull run takes off. So if you guys want any coins charted or anything like that, make sure you post them in the chat. So drop coming, hi brother. Ethereum market, KB UTEGI. I don't know what that means, but so what we're gonna be looking at right now, let's look at a couple coins. Ethereum or Quant's been taking off. We're gonna look at Quant real quick. This is a coin that I'm looking to purchase on the cheap. I was lucky enough to pick this coin up around $49 during the last big capitulation of BTC. I was actually able to pick some up back here. So I own quite a bit of Quant. Quant's long term. I believe in the utility of Quant. I think Quant's gonna make a lot of money in the next bull run. But in the short term right now, let's just do auto and take a kind of a deep dive look at it. So as of right now, let me clear these fibs up too. As of right now, we broke above the support channel, tested as support. We had this huge run up here today. We had a nice run on Quant. RSI is currently at 69. MACD is about ready to go bullish even further. You can see it was bullish and it was starting to tail back down, but then we had an engulfing candle that followed that. So Quant is currently on the run. Let's draw some fibs on this and try to dissect this. So bottom to top right here, currently quant, I'm going to be keeping an eye on approximately a 100 or yeah, $114, $115 quant. You can see that is the 382 resistance area. That would bring us briefly into the overbought territory, and the RSI and the MACD would run up to around 2.5 to 3. So more likely than not, I would see a higher high, because you can see we have been making higher highs. I think another higher high is on its way at 3.2 for quant at around 113 to 115. And I think the blow off top, we could catch a wick up to 118, 120. But I think that's the highest quant goes before we come back down and test this main support at 106, 786 at 104. So short term for quant, I'm going to be bullish approximately another 2% till we get to 114. Then we break above that. I think the highest that we would go is to 118, 120. So it's another 6% on quant. Quant goes against the grain. If you're a holder of quant, you know when BTC craps the bed, quant rips. And there was actually a notice on crypto.com that they're limiting people on buying quant because there's not enough quant on exchanges. So with that, we'll get into H bar. What's up, Chef? Welcome to the live stream. So H bar right now is up 1.4% at 6.1 cents, 50 billion max supply, 23 billion circulating, 1.4 billion market cap. As Chef Natram would say, H bar is not doing good. All-time high is 56 cents a year ago. All-time low is 2 years ago at 009. So H-bar had this really nice run up here. We entered the overbought territory, and we had this pretty decent size retracement back here to around 30 on the RSI. MACD just started flipping bullish. So if we track this up with a fib, we'll probably find some resistance area. You can see we're currently being held up by the 786 on this red candle right here. I think the 786 is going to hold at 6 cents, and our next stop is going to be this main resistance at 6.2 to the 618 at 6.3. So this is going to kind of be a pretty heavy resistance for us to get over. You can see we have a main resistance at 6.2 within a resistance channel. That is what that red area is. That's a resistance channel. And then you're below the 618, which is also a resistance. So you have kind of a really thick resistance area right there. But nonetheless, the MACD just started flipping bullish. RSI is low enough to run through that. You know, we stopped at the Moon Juice factory, picked up a couple kegs, and we're ready to run up and go to the overbought territory. So I think we have enough room to blast through this. It's just an area that we really need to keep an eye on. So keep an eye on 6.2 and the 618. I think we would definitely test the 618 at about 6.3. If we do break above that, the next step would be 6.7. So the two areas I need to keep an eye on here is 6.2, the main resistance. You break above 6.2, your next stop is the 618 at 6.3. And then I think the blow off top would be this main resistance at 6.7 to a wick up to the 382 at 6.77. RSI is definitely set up to run that high. MACD just started flipping bullish, so you have room to run there as well. And that still would validate this downtrend that we've been in right here. So I would not call it out of the cards to touch 6.7. That's the bullish scenario, but that is if you break above the 6.2 resistance and the 618 right here at 6.3. So those are the two areas that you need to keep an eye on in order to get to 6.7. Currently right now, I'm going to be bullish on it. I don't think we're going to be dropping below the 786. I think we're just going to be in a battleground at these two main areas right here. H-bar's not looking good. Okay, so Luna 2.0. Yeah, let's look at Luna. Okay, so we're going to get into Luna real quick. Okay, so as of Luna right now, I tried this yesterday. We currently broke above the 786. I said we need to keep an eye on the 618 right here to a retracement to the 786. We're currently getting held up by the 786 still. I'm still going to keep that prediction right there. As long as we stay above the 786, I'm just going to move it to a little bit further. So the MACD was bullish, and you can see it is starting to descend right now. But if we just look at the RSI and look at the general area, we don't normally bounce at this current height. If we see where we currently are in the RSI, right here at 43, and we zoom and just look at this green line, we've rarely had any bounce to retracement except back here in June. So more likely than not, I think we will see that continuation up on Luna to the 618 area at around $4. But the main thing you need to keep an eye on here is the 786. That is on the larger fib, and if I draw a smaller fib here, smaller fib, you can see the bottom was the 0.5. I definitely think the 618 is going to hold, and or the 786 is going to hold, and we're going to continue up to the 618. I think this is going to be a bearish fake out on the MACD. RSI definitely has room to run, and in the past history, we don't normally get stopped out right here on the RSI. But we did just have a decent sized run up, and we're currently at the 50% mark, so just keep that in mind. Usually when you're at the 50% mark, you see a really tight consolidation in this general area, but I would be more banking on touching the 618 at $4. That's a pretty large gain, 26. BTC's running right now. I think we're going to get that pump up to the 618. So Link, we'll look at the Link next. So Chainlink right now is up 4.6% at 9 or 798, 1 billion max, 467 million circulating, 3.7 billion market cap. All-time high is 52.70 over a year ago. All-time low was 5 years ago at 14 cents. If you would have bought this 5 years ago and held, you'd be up 5,284% on your investment. Okay, let's look at Link. Oh man, I haven't tried Link in a minute, it looks like. So Link's been rallying since August 29th. MACD is pretty high, or RSI is pretty high. MACD is starting to have a descend right here. So as you can see, we currently had trouble getting over this $8.14 resistance area 2 times. We had trouble getting over right here. We wicked above it here, but did not hard candle above it. And we're testing it a 3rd time. So my saying is, hang on one sec. My saying is 1 top, 2 top, 3 top, drop top. So if we don't get above this $8.14, I think that's going to be the nail in the coffin that retraces us. But let's draw some fibs on this and dissect it a little bit. Yeah, so the reason you're having a hard time getting over that is because you have that main resistance. You also are below the 382, so it's acting as kind of a double resistance area. But nonetheless, if we do break above this 814, the next stop's going to be the 236 at 875. RSI is high. Last time we've been on this high, you can see that's when we currently got rejected, is when we tested the 76 on the RSI. So I'm going to say we're going to get rejected right here and come down and test the 618 once more, unfortunately. So I'm going to be bearish on Link from the short term right now. I'm going to be keeping an eye on getting rejected at 814 to 820, and then approximately a 7 to 8% dump back down to the 618 is what I'm seeing right now. So short term would be bearish on Link. Let's take a look at the day chart on Link and see what's going on there. So day chart on Link, it is also RSI is at 55. MACD actually just started growing more bullish. So let's see if it's more bullish on the day than the 4 hour. Let me kind of blow this fib up and see what's going on here. Yeah, so currently we recently broke above the 0.5 heading up to the 382 at 833. That's definitely valid with the RSI still tailing up and the MACD actually growing a little bit more. So I think the top here would be 833 on the day before we see a retracement. So the day is more bullish than the 4 hour, but the day is a longer time frame. So the day and the 4 hour definitely play different. If you're a swing trader, short-term trader, you definitely look at the 4 hour. If you're a long-term holder, you just look at the day because you really don't care about the short term. So in the longer term, I'd be bullish on Link. In the short-term 4 hour time frame, I'm going to be bearish on it. I think we're going to be stopped out right here at 820, 829 before we retrace back down on the 618 around 750. So that's my TA on Link. So as of right now, we're gonna look at Azero. I charted this yesterday. I had a buy-in order at $1 and it went down to $1.01, and I did not hit it. And I was like, we are going to definitely be seeing a bounce here on Azero. Let me see. Let's see if I'm on max. I'm pretty sure I was on max. Yeah. So I said we wicked down here to the 0. We wicked down to 1.1. I had my buy-in order at $1. Did not hit. Yesterday I was saying, hey, MACD is about ready to flip bullish, which it just did. RSI was reset. We're going to be bouncing at the bottom because we've never been oversold before, which it did. And we had this decent sized rally right here. I said we need to keep an eye on the 618 main support area, which we're currently at right now. I said that's a double resistance area where we're at. So you can see right now we're above that resistance area, but we're getting stopped by the 618. So we're at a double resistance area for AZRO right now. Unfortunately, the MACD is still running, RSI is still low. I put the star here yesterday because I think AZRO is going to be continuing up to around $1.20. I still have my buy-in order at $1, and I'm just going to leave it there because I have patience, and I think AZRO will be touching $1 again when BTC starts retracing. But I'm just kind of butthurt that I didn't get that yesterday. I was 1 penny away from getting it. 1 penny away from getting my order filled. I tried to catch those wicks, you know. You see the zero right here at 1.01. Usually you catch a candle with a wick down. And if you've been a part of my channel for a while, I don't really try to catch the bodies. I try to catch the wicks because that is the best opportunity. And it pays off sometimes, and sometimes, like just right now, just yesterday, it did not pay off. If I would have put my buy-in order at 1.1, I would have got it, which previously I did put my buy-in order at 1.1 and got it. And I was talking about that in one of my previous AZRO videos that I uploaded on my channel. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put another one at $1. And now I remember why I put it at 101. But unfortunately, right now we're currently having a battle at 112 to 113. That is a double resistance area, but the RSI and the MACD definitely has juice to blast through that. We're to constantly be pounding on that door of that resistance area until we blast through it. And I think that AZRO is going to be touching the 382 right here at around 120, and that's where that retracement is going to start on AZRO. So it looks like I'm gonna have to wait till it touches that, then retraces back down. And once it starts retracing, I think we actually might break below $1 back down to back down to 95, because we actually did just put a lower high in here to the previous high back on August 22nd. You can see we were in this downtrend, and then we reversed it right here, but I don't think this is going to be a bounce to a higher high. I think this will be a bounce to the 382 at 120 till a retracement down to around $1 to 96 cents. So I'm bullish on AZRO long term. I'm looking to pick up as much of it as possible. I have a decent sized bag right now, and I'm not stopping. I'm going to pick as much up as I can at the best prices that I can. That's what bear markets are for. Bear markets aren't really meant to make money. Bear markets are meant to accumulate, build your portfolio, so the next bull run you guys make it. And that's what I'm currently doing right now. During the bull run, I do swing trades and stuff like that, but bear market, I just buy and hold. I don't try to play games. So what is running today? Let's take a look at the chart, not the charts. Let's take a look and see what's running today. So 24 hours. The largest runner today is BTC so far. Is that right? No, I was just saying that's not right. Largest runner is XRP. Second largest is CHC, followed by Ape. CHG is actually up 10%. XRP is up 10% as well. Stellar, Yearn, Cosmos, Quant. So if there's any coins you guys would like charting, make sure you post them in the stream. If not, I'm going to check out XRP real quick and see what's going on with that. So XRP is currently up 9.7% at 37 cents. 100 billion max supply, half of that's in circulation. 18 billion market cap, all-time high, and this was 340 over 4 years ago. I think it's going to be extremely difficult to hit $3.40. Because 4 years ago, I guarantee there were a lot less coins in circulation. But guess what? If you would have held for 8 years, it'd be up 13,000%. That's a long time to hold, but not as long as working on your 401k and retiring at 63, 64. That's the power of crypto. So yeah, all-time low is 002 8 years ago. Currently available on the following exchanges down here. It's still whitelisted or taken off of quite a few exchanges due to the SEC lawsuit. So let's take a look at XRP. Okay, so I was saying XRP is going to be tracing down to the 786 back here on August 28th. What's up, Crypto Archie? Hey, thanks for checking out my live stream, man. So as of right now for XRP had a decent sized run up today. You can see on the 4 hour, the MACD is still tailing into a bullish area. And the RSI is currently tagging out at a normal high. I mean, if we draw a mean at the normal top out for XRP, we really enter the overbought territory on the RSI. You can see it flashed red as, hey, it might be a good time to take profit. Similar to back here, it flashed green saying, hey, it might be a good time to buy. If we just look at the general area where XRP tops out at, we're currently at that level right now at 81 on the RSI. This was a very, very large run for XRP. I mean, if you would have bought this coin back on September 16th and held, you'd be up approximately 17.8% right now. I know that's not a lot in the crypto world, but for XRP, with the amount of coins that it has in the history that it's been having with the SEC lawsuit, that's not a bad gain for XRP. But as of right now, oh my God, my indicators are gone. So as of right now for XRP, hang on, I gotta delete this real quick. So as of right now for XRP, you can see we currently wicked up to this main resistance at 38 cents. MACD is still growing, but the RSI is reaching a local top. So I'm thinking the top for the MACD, top for the RSI, tops for XRP right now is gonna be around 38 cents. So keep an eye on 38 cents. I'm gonna draw a pretty large fib right here to try to dissect this a little bit for you. We're gonna go from bottom to top right here. You can see we actually broke above the let me go to the actual top. We actually broke above the 382 right here and back tested it as support. Actually, we're currently getting rejected at it now that it blew in. Now that we blew it up, you can see we're currently getting rejected at the 382. We haven't broken over it yet, but we haven't had a red candle. So this is the price that we really need to keep an eye on. We need to keep an eye on 37.28. If we break above that, I think the top for XRP is going to be 38.2 before we start seeing a retracement. And you can see every time we've generally tagged the 72 on the RSI, we've retraced back down to around 20 to 30 on the RSI. So I'm keeping an eye on a tag of around 38 to a wick to 40. And then we're going to start retracing and stopping by each one of these fib levels on the way back down. So our first stop on the way back down should be the 382 at 37. Next stop is going to be 36 cents right here. And then inevitably, I think the lowest that we would go is around 34 cents at the 618 or 786, or yeah, 618 area at around 34 cents for XRP. So I think the XRP's run's about to be over, but in the short term, I see approximately another 1 to 2% to gain on it before we start seeing that retracement. So personally, I think there's going to be better buying opportunities to come for XRP. I know there's probably people who are FOMOing into it right now, but I would kind of just wait. I think there's going to be better buying opportunities for XRP in the short term. Appreciate your TA, mate. Was watching your other videos and figured you know what you're talking about. Hey, Crypto Archie, I appreciate it. I've been checking out your videos as well. Good stuff, man. Keep up the good work. So that's XRP right there. So let's see what else has been running. So we had Chills running, Ape, Stellar. So we're going to check out... Actually, we're going to check out Cosmos. I was checking out Cosmos yesterday. Let me see. Cosmos. We have Cosmos Atom. So we're up 5.5% at 16.7. Infinite supply, 292 million circulating, 4.8 billion market cap. All-time high, and this is 44.45 8 months ago. All-time low was 2 years ago at 116. You can see we're currently available on the following exchanges down here. It's also available on Coinbase and other ones. CoinGecko just doesn't upload their shit. So let's take a look at Cosmos real quick. So I charted this yesterday on the live stream. I said we need to focus on this resistance area where we're currently at. So I charted it last night. It's been, you know, I'm charting on the 4 hours. So if you take the 4 hours from last night at 9 p.m., it's been quite a few candles since then. You can see we're currently still testing that resistance area. MACD's starting to have that cool down effect. We haven't had the bearish crossover in the MACD, but we are pretty high at the local top for the RSI. So this top right here at 16.86 might be the top. I would honestly be waiting to buy in right now. I do think we will be getting rejected right here to come down the test of 786. Last time we got rejected at this main resistance area was back here, and we actually dropped all the way back down to 18, which was briefly below the 618 right here. So as of right now, I think Cosmos topped. I would actually be very cautious in buying it right now. I think there'd be a better opportunity coming in. You can see there is a possible 16.6% drop. And as I say, you know, you have the 1 top, 2 top, we could get a 3 top drop top type scenario, but we're only on the 2nd top right now. So that's something we have to be considerate of. We could come down and bounce off the 618 and continue higher, but I think that's very unlikely. I know BTC is starting to run, but the way that Cosmos is looking with the way the MACD and the RSI is, I'm going to be bearish on this coin. I think we're going to be topping out at 16.86 to 17 and then retracing back down to the 618 at 14 after we break below the 786 right here. But I think that is going to be the case, a retracement back down to the 618 on Cosmos. and then a rinse and repeat type scenario for a third run up at this resistance area. So thoughts on Gala, any price predictions for the rest of the year? So I don't do long-term predictions on coins. Don't take this personally. I think long-term predictions, you're better off shaking a magic 8 ball and asking that what the price is going to be. There's so many variables in long-term that I don't believe in long-term prediction. I believe there's coins that are going to be bullish long-term, and I believe Gala is going to be bullish long-term. I believe Gala is going to make money long-term, but as of putting on a price in the longer term of it, you're better off shaking a magic 8 ball and asking that. In the short-term time frame, you can get into the general area, but I think long-term TA is very, very difficult to do, if not impossible to do. Don't take that personally. Gala right now is up 1.9% at 4.8 cents. We have 50 billion max supply, 7.5 billion circulating, a very small market cap of only 366 million. You can see the all-time high in this was 82 cents 10 months ago during the top of the last bull run. The all-time low was 1 year ago at 0001. If you would have bought this coin and held for a year, you would already be up 35,891% on your investment in less than a year. That just shows you the power of holding. No panic selling, no fear. Just buy, stick on your ledger, tuck it away, forget you have it. Every coin that we look at, it's going to be a minimum of 2 to 3 years of holding, and you'll see several 100% gains. This shows you the power of holding your coins. That's why I buy coins, I stick it on my ledger, I forget about it. I try not to get all, emotional about the heavy dips. When it dips, I buy more and rinse and repeat. Gala is currently available on the following exchanges down here. So let's take a look at Gala. So I charted Gala last night. I said if we break above the support 786, which was a double support or double resistance area, would be continuing up higher. And we actually did break above that last night. Yeah, it's currently 4 p.m. my time. So if we blow this up and take a look at it on the short-term time frame right now, we did just flip bullish on the MACD. RSI is tailing back up. The next stop, I believe, for Gala is to be the 618 at 5 cents. So I'd be keeping an eye on 5 cents. Inevitably, I think the top on the short term is going to be the 382 up here at 5 cents even. So you have the 618 at 4.9. You have a 382 at 5.9, and inevitably you have the main resistance at 5.2. If we take a general look since August 11th, we've been putting in lower highs and lower lows. You can see we put in a lower high here, lower high here, lower high here, lower high here, barely a lower high here. We went over that yesterday. It was very, very minimal, but it was a lower high. And if we do put another lower high in, rinse and repeat type scenario, history doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. That would be playing it back up to the 618 right here at approximately 5 cents. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on a 5 cents movement on Gala on the short term. If we break above the 618, so keep an eye on 4.9. Next up would be 5. I think 5 would be the top. So on the currently where we're at right now, that would approximately be a 5% move, 4.85% with the possible wick up to the main resistance at 7.8. But I play cautiously. I don't play super bullish, super risky. So I'd be looking for a 5% move up to the 382 here at 5 cents, and then keep an eye on it. It's medium term right now. 3 months left. 3 months left till what? Till the end of the year. Oh, the rest of the year. Yeah. Must have misunderstood that. So if you want to look at the rest of the year on Gala, let's see. We'll go to the day. We'll remove everything. So this would be December, way out here. We've been in a general descend. Man, this thing has just been shit in the bed since November 2021. Okay. So I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be riding this downtrend until the end of the year, because I think BTCs would be crap in the bed one more time, and I don't see Gala going against the grain whatsoever. So even without me drawing any fibs, you can see December, November. December's way out here at way out here. So if we continue this downtrend, let's just extend this a little bit further. If we continue to ride on this downtrend right here, and then if we extend some fibs to the downside, I'll actually extend it from here to here. Yeah, from here to here, if we blow it up, you can see that December generally touches right here with the downtrend. So it looks about 3 cents. So it's looking like Gala's going to be around 3 cents at the end of the year, personally. And I don't do long-term TAs, but just judging by the downtrend, this has been in a downtrend since November 2021, and I don't see Bitcoin taking off anytime soon. So if it just continues this downtrend, it looks like 3 cents is going to be what it's going to be at in December. So can I look at Casper? Yeah, I can look at Casper. Okay, so Casper is up 1.5%. Infinite max supply, 6 billion coins in circulation with 180 million market cap. All-time high in this was 133 over a year ago. All-time low was 3 months ago at 2 cents. So hopefully if this is a coin you're holding long-term, you picked it up a month ago. Let's dive into it and take a look. And I swear I have to have like 2 gallons of water next to me every time I live stream. Just talking dries my mouth out so much. And no, chef, I don't need beers next to me. I need water. Okay, I don't like this one. It doesn't have enough data. Let's just take a different look at this. Where is a good chart? Looks like this is one I used previously, so this is the one we're going to use. Great, thanks for your analysis. I'll keep adding to my already heavy bag. Badass, man. I'll keep checking in on your channel as well. So as of right now for Casper, you can see we did have that bounce off of 2.5, had a decent sized rally off that. So we had September 6th till September 11th. We've approximately moved up 27%. That's not bad for a couple day gain. Now we're just doing some consolidation, actually some really tight consolidation right here. You can see we did get rejected at the 3-1 right here, actually capitulated back down to the 786, got rejected the 3-1 again, tested the 786, currently broke above the 618. So if it was a rinse and repeat type scenario, you know, we could be getting that 3 top here, that 1 top, 2 top, 3 top. And if we get rejected at that 3 top, that would be the drop top that sends us back down to the 786 once more, and then we'd have to assess the situation at that time. But as of right now, man, why does my MACD and everything just keep disappearing? This is bullshit. Saying I have too many indicators. I don't have too many indicators. Maybe I'll work on a different chart. Astro, we don't need it. We're just gonna go reduce some raw TA without the fit, without the RSI and everything like that. But just judging by the way BTC is going in the past history of this, history doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. It does look like we're to be seeing 3.1 again, and that's gonna be the test point right there. We really need to break out of that and go up to the 382 to continue our upwards momentum. You really don't want to see a 3 top. Usually things in crypto happen in threes. You can see we generally had a 3 top right here. Just everything normally happens in threes, and that's how it is in life too. You ever hear that saying, everything happens in threes? It's very true in crypto. If you look at a lot of TAs on people and stuff like that, you'll see a lot of patterns of threes. And as of right now, I think that pattern of 3 is to be playing out here. We're going to be working up to around 3.1 cents, and then we'll assess the situation at that time. Unfortunately, I can't see the RSI right now or the MACD, so I don't know if we're overbought or oversold. If I try to take a look at a different chart, maybe that'll pop up. Ah, here we go. Finally. Okay, so now if we go back. Okay, so we're finally back. We got our indicators back. You can see the MACD is pretty much needle nose. We pretty much been consolidating here. RSI is at 58, so I'd be calling a top out. Yeah, that definitely validates that top out at 3.1, and for a possible drop back down. So let's keep an eye on that. Need to clean this up real quick. Give me a second. Every time I put this up, I have to like reset all my inputs on it. There we go. Get rid of those trades on the charts and everything like that. And I need to get rid of these as well. Okay, cool. So that's Casper right now. So thank you. Let's look at Moon River, or let me look at the chats real quick. Great, thanks for the analysis. I'll keep adding to my already heavy bag. Chilling, dropping below 80 degrees, feeling great. Yeah, we've actually, last weekend here, last Saturday was absolutely amazing. So I live in Michigan and it's been hot as hell. And last Saturday it was a high of 65, and that is ridiculous. We've been 80s, you know, grass is burnt, your AC's running, your sprinklers are going. The thing about Michigan is you could be 90 degrees one day and it could snow the next day. That is the power of the Great Lakes. You know, I'm surrounded by Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, and all that. Definitely has a lot of impact on the weather. But we actually had a very nice cool day. All the windows were open in the house. I had the windows open upstairs in my basement, in the living room. Went outside. It felt great. It was nice overcast sky, so we didn't have the sun beating down on us. I was like, oh my god, I wish every single day was like this. And today it was 82. Been doing the same with Gala, Archie. So Beanbag and Archie. So hey, Beanbag, Crypto Archery actually has his own YouTube channel. I stumbled upon him a couple days ago. I was just doing random, you know, I typed in like crypto analysis on YouTube and then clicked the live, and I was just scrolling through and his popped up. I popped on. It was pretty neat. So you can definitely check his channel out. So we're to look at Moon River. He does live stream TAs as well. Moon River's up 4.8%, 11.65. We have 10 million max supply with half of that in circulation. I love it when there's low circulating supply of coins with a very small market cap. I remember Lark. So if you guys watch crypto YouTube a lot, you probably know who Lark Davis is. He's a pretty big YouTuber, and he was chilling Moon River for a while. So there's a 10 million max supply with 62 million market cap. I don't own any of this. You can see the all-time high was 494 a year ago. All-time low was 3 months ago at 988. Currently available on the following exchanges down here. I've never heard of SolarBeam. So Moon River, it looks like last time I tried Moon River was back in July. I said we need to keep an eye on the 382. It's been a while since I've taken a look at this. This is looking like a head and shoulders to me. Shoulders, head, shoulders. Just taking a look at it. Yeah, it's even bouncing off the same support. So I think we're about ready to pop here. Not pop as in go to the moon, because you know we're in a bear market, but I think this thing's about ready to make a a new high. You can see the RSI reset right here. We were briefly overbought. If you can see that little green dot right there saying, hey, it's a good time to buy. And then we've had a pretty big reversal today on Moon River. MACD also started reversing into a bullish crossover as well. We're currently getting stopped at the 1173 resistance area, but I think we're to be going a lot higher than that. You can see back here we tagged out at 73, and 73 was at 13.72, but if we draw a fib on this, I guarantee it's going to be higher than that. Yeah, you can see the general top of the 786 right here. If we continue to take off and we enter that general top, you can see this is the normal area where Moon River tops out at, is around the 75% range. You can see we top retrace all throughout its history right here. That top would bring us back up to that 786 area at around $13.50. And that's actually a pretty big gain from where we're currently at. You can be like, oh man, we were just there, but this was a pretty large drop. So a recovery of that would be fantastic, because then we could just kind of chop around in there and hopefully head up higher. So I think a decent sized recovery for Moon River is going to be at play. I'd be keeping an eye on approximately a 13% move to the upside. That's what it's looking like. Yeah, so Moon River is bullish. The main areas that we need to keep an eye on, though, are these resistance areas. You can see, I'm going to zoom in real close so we can get a close look at the really tight time frame here. The candle's currently getting stopped at this resistance at 1173. So the three areas that we need to focus on is 1173. We break above 1173, our next stop is 1286. We break above 1286, our next stop is 1350. And I'm going to put a star here because this is the area that we really need to focus on. And this is where I think we're to be heading to. I think we're to be heading to this 786 area right now. If anything, we might get a little choppy in here, work our way up here, and inevitably head up here. But I think 786 is going to be the next stop for Moon River, a 13% gain. I think this was the local bottom right now. Good old Head and Shoulders. So with that, we're to look at my 100x Moonshot Gamble coin. If you have been a part of my channel, you know I uploaded this video a couple days ago. Very, very, very risky coin to get into, so make sure you do your own research. Don't listen to a guy talking about it on the internet, aka myself. Do your own research on it. I put fun money into this, money that I'm okay losing, because this coin could easily go to zero. But this is a NFT lending or money lending coin right here. It's the lowest market cap coin on KuCoin, so this could possibly rip if it survives this bear market, but it could easily go to zero. So super risky, but no risk, no reward. You can see the market cap on it's only 391,000, ridiculously low. And the thing about it as well is it only has 30 million coins in circulation, so that's crazy low as well. It doesn't have billions, it only has a couple million, and the total supply is only 188 million on top of that. So the setup is definitely the setup to Moon right there. I mean, a 10x from here would only be 3.39 million, which is nothing in the crypto space, but it could easily go to zero. So I'm not trying to hype it up right now. I own a decent sized amount of this. It's staked on KuCoin. I'm not buying any more of it. I have what I have. If it goes to zero, I'm not going to be butthurt that I lost that money, but it's not one of my main investments. It's just my moonshot bag. Everyone needs a shit coin to gamble on, right? All-time high, and this was 10 months ago at 52 cents. All-time low was 10 days ago at 9.7. It went up to 52 cents last bull run, and they have not put any more coins in circulation since the last bull run. If you look at the price to market cap, they have not put in any more coins since the last bull run. I think this could easily touch $1 plus if it survives this bear market, and that's the key. If it survives this bear market, it's highly dependent on NFTs, and as everybody knows, NFTs right now are currently down. No one's really using NFTs. No one's really buying NFTs. So AKA coins like this that are riding on top of the NFT hype tend to get affected as well, which is why the market cap's crazy low. But easily, I think this thing could easily go to $1 if it survives the next bull run or bear market. If it survives this bear market in the next bull run, but super risky, guys. Do your own research on it and everything like that. I follow them and I did my own research, and out of all the shit coins that I've looked at, I like putting my money into this one. There's a couple other ones that I've looked at, and this is this is the one that I think has the best opportunity to take off in the next bull run. So yeah, it's the lowest market cap coin on KuCoin. I was talking yesterday of us testing the support area right now. MACD was about ready to flip bullish. RSI is tailing back up. I was saying we're going to be seeing a run up to probably about 1.3 right now, with the top out at the 236 at 1.5. So we started that continuation. We actually got rejected right here at the 0.5. I think we're coming back down to test the 618 main support area. Then it's just going to be a continuation back up to this 382 right here at 1.3. So as of right now, I think there might be better buying opportunities in the future for Haka, because I see it. I see it moving up right here in the short term, and I see BTC dropping in the longer term. So could we head back down here and make or test that lower low? Absolutely. If so, I'm not going to be butthurt about it. I'm just holding it till the next bull run. Whatever happens. It's not one of my main investments. It's just one of my shitcoin moonshot gamble coins. Actually, it's my only one. All my other ones are utility coins. So short term right now, let's keep an eye on a drop down to 1.2 and then working up to 1.3, and then we'll assess the situation at that time. RSI definitely has room to run, and we just flipped bullish on the MACD, so there's definitely room to run there as well. If we take a general look at the MACD, the local top on the MACD is around 28. If I draw a line here, this is a general area where we top out on the MACD. It's around 25 to 28, so there's definitely room to grow up on that, or grow on that to tag. And if we just look at the RSI, the general area where we top out on the RSI looks like it's about 65. So it looks like we have room to grow on the RSI and room to grow on the MACD, which validates that moving up to the 382. So I'm going to be bullish on this short term, and then we'll see bearish movement from there. And I'm going to be bullish on it long term. I have to be. I hold about 200,000 coins of this, so it is what it is. So what coins do you guys want me to look at? We looked at Chainlink, we looked at Quant, we looked at Cosmo, we looked at XRP, we looked at Moonriver, we looked at Gala, we looked at Azero, we looked at BTC, we looked at Haka. You know, I heard a lot of people, or actually, let me look at it. A lot of people were saying that, no, it wasn't Songbird. It was, oh, what's that bird coin? Is it Raven? Yeah. I heard a lot of the Ethereum miners were migrating over to Ethereum Classic and Raven coin. And I don't know if that was the catalyst that made Raven coin take off. Like, oh my God, the miners are going over to Raven coin. We better all flock in. But we had a decent sized run up on Raven coin in the short term. You can see we actually started the upwards movement way back here on the 2nd of September. So let's just take a look at Raven coin and see what's going on. Yeah, so Ravencoin was doing that really fantastic ladder up effect before we saw that capitulation. We actually capitulated down on the 618 right here. MACD is actually starting to cool down. You can see we're starting to cool down to enter that neutral area to a bullish crossover. So that area on the MACD means the RSI is going to be tailing back down. And I think I was talking about this yesterday about keeping an eye on the RSI dropping to that general area of around 28. But you can see it currently bounced off the 618. So I think that local bottom is found right here at around 4.5, 4.6. So for as of right now, I'm gonna be kind of bullish on Ravencoin. We're on the 4 hour right now. Fibs are still valid. I think the next stop for Ravencoin is to be 5.8 right here in the short term. So that's approximately that's a 20% gain. That is a 20% gain, and the charts are definitely screaming that it's possible, more possible than not. So I think a long, now don't take that as financial advice, but a long might be a good call right here. Yeah, Ravencoin looks like it wants to see a 20% pump, and BTC starting the rip as well. So I would not knock that out of the cards So let's see Ethereum. Did Ethereum finally bottom? So I drew this yesterday, saying we need to keep an eye on this double support area. So this was yesterday's live stream. I said we need to keep an eye on this double support area, wick down to possibly 14,000 to 13.99, and it looks like we actually wicked down to 14,006 before we saw that reversal and had the bearish crossover in the MACD. You can see it actually flashed here. Hey, it's probably a good time to buy. That green came up saying, hey, good buying opportunity. And it's rarely wrong. So we had the good buying opportunity. We're starting that reversal area, and every time we've entered the overbought territory, we've had a decent sized retracement, at least back up to 62. We take a general look back here. We were overbought, ran all the way up to 58, and then inevitably headed up to 74. Not overbought, oversold right here, inevitably ran up to 65. Oversold right here, ran up to 74. So as of right now, a long on Ethereum might be the play. I think a long on Ethereum would be actually a really good play. As of right now, Ethereum looks like it wants to go up to 15.37. 15.37 and only bring it up to 57. If we tagged out at 78, that would bring it up to around 16.4. So movement like this on Ethereum is definitely doable. I'm gonna write this down. A 12% Ethereum pump, especially when it was shit in the bed when all the other coins were rallying, it's kind of lagged behind. So the main area on Ethereum, I think we are continuing up. The main area that we need to focus on is 15,037 resistance area right here, and I think the top is going to be around this 382,166 resistance area. So I think this is going to be the next top for Ethereum right here. I'm going to put a star right there. Inevitably, I think that is going to be the tag. I don't think it's going to be a straight up shot, but inevitably, I do think we will be working our way up to that general area to 1666. You can see the MACD just flipped bullish, and every time we've entered this overbought territory on the RSI, it took a little while, but we did run all the way back up to 78. You can see right here, we worked our way up to 78. Right here, we worked up to 67. Back here, we worked up to 74. Back here, we worked. So it's history doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme, as you can tell throughout the history. So I think a movement like this is definitely doable. So I'd be keeping an eye on a pretty decent sized movement on Ethereum. Approximately a 12% move is definitely valid and definitely in the cards, especially since we're in the oversold territory on it. We just got that bullish crossover. Oh boy. So if you guys haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you smash that like button. That'd really help my channel grow. I also do NFT and swag giveaways on this channel. If you go back to and look at my videos, you can probably find one that says NFT swag giveaway. So I give away NFTs, I give away swag. You can also join my OpenSeas. It gives you special perks on my Discord. So if you want to join my Discord channel, I'm on there every single day. It's a great group of people. We share a lot of good information. It's not all hodgepodge, hardcore, strict, everything like that. It's a nice, relaxed community, a nice, relaxed group. The link for that is also in the description below. But with that, let's start looking at some other coins. Does anybody here have any coins? Everyone's pretty quiet in the chat right now. If not, I'm just gonna go down the list. I gotta get a drink. All this talking. Okay. Oh boy. So my wife just texted me that my son's awake. So I got time for one more coin. Yep, one more coin and then I'm gonna log off. Maybe I'll do another live stream tonight. You know, I had enough time for a quick one today. So we're gonna take a look at what are we gonna look at? What are we gonna look at? Any, mini, miny, mo. XRP we already did. By the bottom of GST. So that's the one that we're gonna do. We're gonna do GST, then we're gonna end the live stream. Oh, GST. GST's up 0.5% at 3.3. Infinite max supply 557 million circulating, 18.7 million market cap. All-time high is 851. 5 months ago, all-time low is 2 days ago. Currently available on the following exchanges down here. GST. So GSTA right now is actually hovering on this main resistance area. So this is kind of looking like a lifeline right here. You can see you really haven't ran that much on the RSI since August 18th. We've pretty much been stagnant here at 45 with the MACD pretty much not doing shit. So let's draw a fib on this and dissect it a little bit. If we go bottom to top right here, we're currently in no man's land, this support area. We really needed this is actually life support. So this, I would actually be pretty hesitant on investing in this right now. I think what was the all-time low? All-time low was 2 days ago at 3. So we are at the bottom. So yeah. So this is the lowest coin has ever been. So if you believe in this coin, it might, not financial advice, it might not be a bad opportunity to pick some up. You can see the RSI has been low. If we do see that run up, the next stop is going to be the 786 right here at 3.5, then possibly a blow off top at 618 at 4 before a retracement. RSI definitely has room to do that, but with the MACD and stuff not doing crap, it's very hard to say that this thing's going to take off. But short term right now, I'd be keeping an eye on a movement up to 3.5, and then we'd assess the situation at that time. If you see the body of the candle actually break that, I believe the top would be the 618 at 4 before we have that retracement back down here. But that is long-term bullishness if we break above the 786. So short term, I think what we need to keep an eye on is moving up to the 786 at 3.5, and then we'd assess the situation at that time. So with that, I'm going to do time as well. And it's probably the same thing I say every time. It's just consolidating. 618, or not 618, wow. We're up 2.8% at 65.74. Super small coin circulation, 710,000, 46 million market cap. If this survives the bear market, I could definitely see this thing absolutely ripping. You can see the all-time high was 569. I could see this thing going up to 800 plus in the next bull run. Current exchanges down here, Coinbase being the leader. Yeah, so time right now, we're actually having a decent sized run. The RSI is pretty high at 72. MACD is still running bullish. I was talked about this several times before in my videos of the repeating pattern that's going on here and the lengthening of it. So this is a long step up effect. You can see we had that run up with the step down. We had the run up with the second step and with the second run up in the sideways. And I think this scenario right here is a repeat of the second run up, just lengthened, and that's still true until we fall below $52. $52 is the price you need to keep an eye on. You can see we had that run up here, second run up, consolidation with the second hump, and then capitulation. So we had the run up here, we had the second run up, we had the consolidation right here, and then the capitulation. So I think inevitably very soon we will be seeing that takeoff for time. We'll draw a short-term fib, and this will be the last coin I chart tonight because I got to get going. But short term right now, bottom the top right here, you can see we're currently getting stopped at the 382. MACD is pretty high, so I think a blow off top at $70 for a capitulation back down the support at 63 would be the play, which is actually pretty bullish because this coin can't fall below 52. So I think something like this could be the play, and we're getting very close. But I've said that several times. I mean, I thought this coin was going to take off on August 10th, and it keeps eluding me. And every time we look at it, it seems to be lengthening and lengthening. So keep an eye. 52 is the price that we cannot fall below. As of right now, I think $70 would be the top before we start working our way back down to test this $63 support for a time. So with that, everyone, I am going to end the live stream. I appreciate everyone coming out tonight. I might jump on and do another one. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell. I do have a Discord channel. You'll find the link below in the description. And I'll catch you guys next time on the live stream of Charting Crypto.